Whew. It was time to go after Mount Eleanor. I've been riding past this mountain en route to Nevada many times. Situated in the southern Utah desert, this mountain rises to 7,600 feet. That may not seem very high, but starting on the desert floor at 5,600 feet, we would have 2,000 feet of elevation gain, strictly off trail, and more than likely with a fair amount of bush hogging. Sounded like that would be a pretty good adventure. There were multiple ways to summit from our observations, and we decided to try the southern face. A few ridges seemed to connect to the main ridge, which would take us to summit. Not many written trip reports available on peak bagging sites. One mentioned considerable scrambling and bush hogging. Well, that's just what we were looking for. Hello, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. Please join us as we head out to bag this remote desert peak. All right, buenos dias. Out in the distance is Mount Eleanor. That's our remote desert mountain we're going to attempt to summit today. Jen is with me.
Hey.
And we just got here as the sun came up. Temperature is 37 degrees. It's very exciting. It's a refreshing change from the triple-digit heat we've been experiencing. So we are just getting in, well, almost to fall. And we got some nice temps. It's already breezy. I think it's going to be pretty windy up there. This is off trail, of course. There's no trail to this summit, so we got to do a little route finding. And from this vantage point, I'm looking at just maybe a ridge to get on this main ridge. I think that's running probably to the northwest, and we can possibly summit from there. But we're going to be doing some bush hogging, so we're going to get our gear ready and we're going to hit the road. What do you think about the route we're going to take today, Jen?
I think it looks doable. It looks to be probably the most gradual way up there, but you never really know until you get it right up on it.
That's true. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Okay, and we're off. So I measured the route on Google Earth last night while we was kind of researching this route, and I think as the crow flies, we're looking at 3.5 miles maybe to summit. So could be more, could be less, but right around that area, and about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Summit is 7,600 feet and we're starting at 5,600 feet, so it's going to be a good walk. That is, of course, if we make summit. Need I mention Little Creek Peak? Yeah, we still got to go back and get that one. However, it's already probably winter up there, isn't it? So we'll see how it goes today. But we're on this washed out ATV track. We can walk this for a little ways and it should get us right up to the base there, and then at that point it's just up. So yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. This is Eleanor right here. We're looking at ascending right here to get to this ridge that goes to summit. So this is the dirt road. It kind of meanders, but I think we're just gonna break off and just make a straight line. Straight line is the shortest path to that area. And from here on out, it's through the bushes, through the forest, juniper and pine. So onward and upward, right? Dropping a layer.
Yeah, it's getting warm.
Yeah, it's gonna warm up quick.
All right, we've been edging around this hill, kind of climb halfway and then walk around it, because that's where we're heading. So that summit right there, I mean, it looks within reach.
It does, but I'm starting to question our route.
Yeah, well, that's something we always do, is question our route.
I mean, not that it wouldn't be good, but there might be a better one.
There's probably always a better one. But this is the shortest distance to get to the mountain. We've been on the west side, and it's miles to get just to the mountain, instead of our ability to just park and knock this short section out. So now we're looking at this flat spot. It's kind of basin in here, and we've got multiple approaches we can choose from. We were thinking this ridge up to connect to the back ridge for summit. That looks doable, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that still might be the best one.
It looks steep, but once depth perception's a little tricky out here. Once you get up to this point, if my finger's right, that's probably not as steep as we think it is.
I was also just thinking maybe that ridge that faces north, right there, that runs up.
This one?
Yeah, left. Not like the steep one, the first one, but the second one.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's a pretty gentle slope back there compared to right over there.
Yeah.
Either way, we're going up.
That's right.
All right, so we're going to shoot straight across, direct line to the opening of this deep wash that goes up. That's the summit right there. We're thinking maybe running that up, but we want to get a look up in that wash. So that's our path is straight line. All right, well, we've made it to the base here. That's Mount Eleanor. It only took us an hour and a half to get back here. That's pretty good considering we were on a gradual uphill walk. So it's probably just under 2 miles. And now we're just trying to determine our route up, whether we want to go up this way, that way, continue. I don't know about continue going all the way back there. So we're doing pretty good. It looks like it cliffs out back there, babe. Pretty good. But from a distance, this looked like this ridge looked like it was really steep, but now that we're upon it, it's completely doable. Wouldn't you say, Jen?
Yeah, that's the way I want to go.
Yeah. All right, this is the main drainage heading back up there. We're thinking we're going to go up right here, so we need to get out of the trees to get a better view. So we're just going to go up a little bit to where we can get a better sight of everything, and then we're going to have something to eat and drink, and that'll be our push. Okay, this is our first break. We're gonna have some water and have something to eat, and we're gonna get up top here. So we're just gonna shoot straight up this. It looks like it's pretty doable. And then we should be able to access the ridge from up there and walk the summit somewhat easier. We presume anyway. We always know how that sometimes works out. Yeah. Oh. That's the plan so far. We have begun our ascent. I think we might have some spots where we're gonna have to scramble. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, probably.
Like, good news is that it's steep So we should be able to get up pretty quickly. Getting some views. Whew. Sun's bright. Man, it warmed up quick. Well, from this vantage point, we can see if we would have followed the drainage all the way back to where the saddle is, we would have been walled up. That would have been, I believe, a much more difficult climb up, if it's even possible. That's almost vertical, isn't it?
Yeah, that one might have been an abort.
Yeah, so I think we certainly made the right decision on coming up this ridge, even versus the one across the way. We were initially looking at this one and wrapping around, but Jen's route here seemed the better of the two because it put us closer to the summit, which is just over here. So I believe we shaved some time off.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We're still not up on top, but we're close. And this really hasn't been that bad, has it?
No, it's steep, but
Yeah.
it's not helmet steep.
Yeah, this is totally doable. As it turns out, we should have gone up on that side. So we've made our way over, and this is what's happened. Psh. Drops down, and then it's almost vertical to connect that summit right over there. Whew. Well, this is how you find out. All right, it's opened up a little bit. So here's the dip. And then we'd have to come back up, and that summit right there. So once again, this looks steeper than it probably is, so we're just gonna make our way over here. We may be able to come up and climb up right there. There's a cliff wall right here. I mean, it's doable. We just have to, we have a dog with us, so we gotta consider that option. Whew, it's in the sun too. Sweet. It's hot. We were over here at this point on the other side. We've come across and we've slowly worked our way. We know there's a cliff band that we can't really get across this direction, so we've moved to the west. And we might be able to kind of weave our way through the rocks here. Maybe from this side, the cliff band kind of comes over about right where my finger's pointing, but it might be broken up enough till we can navigate it to the top there. What do you think, Jen?
Take it worth a shot.
Yeah, we're already here. Whew. Yeah, the struggle is real. So we've been weaving our way up. There's some spots that are dang near vertical, but we were able to scramble, and the dog was able to get up as well. So at this point, it looks like we may get to where we want to go, but we were thinking if we were able to make summit up here, we were going to walk the ridge line all the way over. But I think it'd be faster to come back the way we came up. And
I'm still thinking I want to walk the ridge line.
so I have been marking the route with some small cairns here and there just to get us back. But anyway, I mean, it'll be quicker.
Totally.
There's this really gnarly scree field we'd have to come down on, and I don't know, it'd be pretty rough for the dog. So, because summit's right here, right there. Summit's right here, and then we have to go all the way around. I'm just thinking out loud here. Okay, we are on the spine. And that is summit right there. So it's doable for us. However, it may be a little too much for our dog, just climbing wise. Maybe it's not. We've been able to meander through all this pretty efficiently, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she's done good.
So we're just gonna, I guess we're gonna keep on moving to that. It's really not that far. And if we can just find paths around things, then this shouldn't be an issue. Okay, we stopped right up there and left our packs, had something to eat, and chugged a whole bunch of water. And I mean, we are literally right below summit, but the obstacles have gotten a little more difficult to negotiate. So, I mean, I don't think we could do it, but once again, just to say it again, we got to be considerate of the dog because she can't get through some of this. But we're gonna drop all our gear and give it a shot anyway. Oh, there's summit. Dropping the packs was a good idea. Well, that's summit right there. Huh. We can't go at it straight. I have to come at it from the side. Okay, so we're just under summit, so we're gonna come under, just underneath it and see if we can get to the top that way, but I don't know. Might be a pretty, might have to do some bouldering. I think we're almost there. Yeah, this is summit right here. Yeah. This will be summit. And here we are. All right. Here it is. Good Lord. And we got it. Yeah, we got the marker. Summit achieved. Mount Eleanor. There we go. Mount Eleanor, 1972. Whew. Got it. Whew. Whoa. This got super dizzy. Here's the other marker, Eleanor, 1972. I don't see any summit box up here, do you?
Well, we just about didn't get this one. We just about decided to bag it.
Yeah, it's true. We almost stopped where we dropped our packs and said that was good enough, but
We wouldn't have gotten that view.
no. Yeah, this is incredible. That's the view from Mount Eleanor. Gotcha. Now we got to get back to our packs and we got to get down. Easier said than done. This is the hard part. All right. Well, I'm not going to really film much because we're just going to go back down the way we came up for the most part. So I'm going to lock it all up because we're looking and that route that way looks just as bad as what we came up. So might as well go down that way. Anyway, Mount Eleanor, gotcha. All right. Well, we made it back to our packs and water. It is hot. It's only going to become more hot as we make our way down. So, like I mentioned, I'm not going to film on our way down. We got a really steep descent, and that's where most accidents happen, coming down the mountain, not going up. So we're gonna I want both hands free. We've got sticks. We're gonna take it easy going down. So we'll see you at the bottom there. Ah.
Give me a hit of that.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's the ticket. Oh. It was a long, hot walk back. Even our dog is like, please just get me out of here. I mean, it was a hot walk back. And that pickle juice is hitting the spot, baby. Oh my goodness. I only fell like 3 times coming down. Carved up my palm pretty good. But other than that, pretty uneventful. It appears that altogether we did maybe 7 miles. That's a pretty good day, wouldn't you say? Yeah.
It felt like 8.
Yeah, felt like 10 with the heat. So just over 2,000 feet of elevation gain. And then we had some pretty strenuous scrambling at the top there, but we got summit. Good job.
Hound got some.
Yeah, we all got summit, man. So that's a good day. Anyway, that was Mount Eleanor. We got lots more content on the way. So if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It is free. Helps the channel tremendously. Folks, stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out.
Jen out.
Adios.